Now, South Africa's youth unemployment rate is arguably the country's single most critical challenge. Government admits that the youth needs to be at the center of its economic transformation. Although many opportunities have been created for the youth in the past 20 years, young people still face many problems. Last night, this subject came under the spotlight as President Jacob Zuma delivered his State of the Nation address. Now, to discuss this, we are joined in studio by Mamazane Maphanga, the spokesperson for concerned young people of South Africa. Good morning and welcome to you, Mamazane.
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me in.
Now, based on last night's State of the Nation address, was the president right on the right path regarding or in relation to youth issues and youth development in the country?
You know, I must honestly say, I heard him talking. But as I sat and I listened, I thought he's been promising so many things, and especially to the young people of this country, but hardly anything has been accomplished, and with regards to employment issues especially. You know, because I was actually expecting him to also expand on productivity, but he didn't, touch on those matters. And, with regards to also educating people, especially young people, I was expecting him to do that, but he wasn't, because I was then thinking, as he continued saying that he wants those or our young people to have decent jobs. Yes. And I thought, how can he, provide decent jobs without educating those people? Because, you can't take a person, like, for example, let me make an example, to an office, a person who doesn't even know how to use a computer. I was thinking that he can maybe express more on education and implement more ways on how he will maybe train our young people and then come up with jobs. You see.
Now, but to what degree were you happy with what government has done so far in the last 20 years for youth development and job creation?
I must say I'm not really happy, to be honest with you, because, like, for example, in a township that I come from, Durban, you go there, you still find that there's so many young people that still don't have jobs, okay? If ever he come up with jobs, it's not good jobs. For example, a job that gives a person only 1,000 rand, thinking that this person must still travel, this person still has a rent, this person must still buy some food. They don't afford, I think really he still needs to sit down and really apply more critical thinking on this. But I must really say I'm really not happy. But what I realized was that what is affecting all this is the quality of education in our country.
So it boils down to education as the key.
It boils a lot. Because, for example, as the organization, we've been visiting several schools, all over the country. One of the schools that we went to, I want to make this an example to you. We went to a place called Msinga, that is close, or it is in KwaZulu-Natal. We found that there were 20 school children. In one class, there is only one teacher. Now, I just want you to look at this. How do you expect those children to get good quality education? They've got only one teacher. And you can imagine this teacher must concentrate on all these children that come with many different problems, and what we realize is that individual children are then not getting good attention. Therefore, it is causing them not to even do well, not to even perform well at schools.
So there needs to be a transformation in the education system in order to enhance young people's skills.
Because education is the key to success.
Now, to what extent do you think that the National Development Plan, in your opinion, accommodate the problem of youth unemployment, or does it?
They are trying, but they're not doing their best, unfortunately. They are not doing their best. Just looking on that, the president also mentioned that agriculture will improvise or increase more job opportunities for the young people. But now he continued by saying that this country is now becoming an urban country. Now, if you can look at that, if all of us are moving to urban areas, who would like to go to do farming in the rural areas? Who wants to be burned by the sun? Everyone obviously will be flocking to the urban areas. So for me, it really somehow didn't make sense, you see. And if you're also looking at this with regards to unemployment issue, there's so many companies that are busy retrenching people. For example, you're looking at Sasol, you're looking at Edcon, Anglo-American. Now, how can he still promise us more jobs? Meanwhile, he's busy retrenching those people. Those young people are now at homes. They don't have jobs. They're sitting already, and yet he's promising them more jobs. Where are those jobs coming from? It, for me, just didn't make sense.
That's the spokesperson for the concerned young people of South Africa, Mamazane Maphanga, here with studios and here in the AM studios. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure, and thank you so